You know, it's funny, I have no recollection of taking that picture.
Really?
It happens so fast, it's so automatic, there's no time to imprint the memory. The camera does it for me. Sometimes I don't feel the picture before I even know what I'm seeing. I feel it on my skin almost. The little hairs on my arm get this kind of electric charge.
Wow.
And when I look through the viewfinder, see the world through that little rectangle, time stops. It just, all the noise around me cuts out like magic, and all I hear is the wind, and all I see is the picture. The first reading I think that we did was just Act One, and it was, it had a lot of, what was in it is still left, but Donald really reworked a lot of it. And it's really exciting to be originating the role and to be doing it for the first time, because we are kind of making the blueprint of the play, and we get to be the pioneers.
I mean, it's really exciting, you know, because the play changes each day, and you feel like what you're doing is influencing that. You know, you're shaping the arc of this character, and you're, you know, you're coming up with their logic, and you're working with the playwright and the director on that, and that's it's very exciting. And it's very exciting to be in a play where nobody knows what's going to happen, you know, because a lot of times you'll do Shakespeare plays, or I did a Stoppard play, and people understand the history of what happened, you know, even if they don't know the play. And with this, it's like, you know, people don't know.
You guys are the worst poker faces ever.
I think she's darling, Richard.
Don't give me
really.
that. You don't
you
think
so?
she's
Don't you think
darling.
Adorable.
Oh, you guys, you know, I knew I was going to get crap for
Well,
this.
I mean it, she is.
I think it's sweet, Richard. You always wanted a little girl.
I don't care if you are on crutches. I will hurt you so bad.
It's about a photojournalist who lives in hot spots, and her love interest, she's a photojournalist and he's a journalist. But in some ways, it's set against the backdrop of sort of America at strife. But the play, not unlike Donald's great plays, are really about the relationships at the center of the play.
It's about how we change inside relationships, unbeknownst to one another. And that's sort of the subject. So the subject is extremely personal and almost domestic, whereas the context is the sort of world stage.
You know, whenever I hit turbulence like that, I mean the really scary roller coaster kind, you know what I do? I keep my eye on the stewardess. I figure as long as she's cool, the minute I detect the slightest bit of panic in her eyes...
How was this one?
Oh,
How did Sarah do?
slept through most of the rough stuff, amazingly, with the help of Percocet and one or two chasers, come to think of it. Getting her from the hospital onto the plane, though, that
Physically
was,
moving her, you mean?
I had known Alicia from her films, and I knew Anna from Deadwood, but I didn't know Robin. And so, but there are not a lot of actors that I worked with. In New York, a lot of us work, you know, I've worked with a lot of them, or I've seen a lot of them in plays, and so these people I'd never seen on stage, and then so to come in to have everybody be so good, so intimidatingly good, it's awesome, awesome, yeah.
Something. What kind of wax do you use?
You are charming, certainly.
Thanks. No, I'm serious, actually. Maybe you'll tell me later.